Oceans and Continent, Chapter 2. Hello, Geography Explorers. Welcome to Gyan Success Education Hub. Today, we are diving deep into Chapter 2, Oceans and Continent, a fundamental topic in geography that explains the physical shape of our Earth. We will look at what these features are, where they are located, and how they profoundly affect life of every living being. Today we learn about distribution of water and land on earth. Children, what do you look at globe? What do you notice more? Blue color or brown color? Blue color, exactly. That blue part shows water and the brown part shows land. Our planet Earth is special because it has both land and water, which makes life possible. The blue planet Earth is called the blue planet because most of its surface is covered with water. About 71% of the Earth's surface is water. That's more than 2/3 of our planet. And example, imagine cutting a pizza into 10 slices. About 7 slices would be water and only 3 slices would be land. Where this water is found? Mostly in oceans, also in rivers, lakes, glaciers and underground water. That's why astronauts, when they see Earth from space, call it the blue planet. The brown areas, land. The remaining 29% of the Earth is land. This land is grouped into large land masses called continent. And real examples, India is a part of the continent Asia, which is the largest continent. The smallest continent is Australia. Can anyone name all 7 continents? Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Europe, Antarctica and Australia. Hemisphere view. Now let's divide Earth into 2 halves using the equator and imaginary line around the middle of the Earth. The northern hemisphere about the equator has more land. That's where most continents are. The southern hemisphere below the equator has more water. It's mostly covered by ocean. The 5 oceans of the world. Today we are going to explore something very exciting, the 5 oceans of the world. Our Earth is called the blue planet because most of it, about 71%, is covered by water. This water is mainly in large bodies called oceans. Can anyone tell me the name of any ocean? There are 5 oceans on Earth. Let's learn about each one. Pacific Ocean, where it is? Mostly in both northern and southern hemisphere, between Asia and Australia on one side, North and South America on the other. It is the largest and deepest ocean in the world. If you could pour all other ocean into the Pacific, it would still have space left. It's that big. Atlantic Ocean, where it is? In both hemisphere, between the Americans on one side and Europe and Africa on the other. It is the second largest ocean and is widely used for trade and travel. This is the ocean where many famous ships have sailed, including the Titanic. Indian Ocean, where it is? Mainly in the southern hemisphere, touching Asia, Africa and Australia. It is the warmest ocean in the world. This ocean is very important for India. That's why it is called the Indian Ocean. It also helps bring the monsoon rains. Southern Antarctic Ocean, where it is? Entirely in the southern hemisphere surrounding Antarctica. It has very cold water and is home to penguins, seals and whales. This ocean circle around the coldest continent, Antarctica. It is always freezing there. Arctic Ocean, where it is? Entirely in the northern hemisphere and the North Pole. It is the smallest and shallowest ocean and is mostly covered with ice. Even though it is small, it is very special. It stays frozen most of the year but still support life like polar bears and sea. Let's quickly repeat. Pacific Pacific Ocean, it is very largest. Atlantic Ocean, it is second largest used for trade. Indian, it is warmest ocean. Southern, it is coldest around Antarctica. Arctic, it is smallest and frozen ocean.
Marine life, flora and fauna. Now that we know about the oceans, let's explore what lives inside them. Oceans are not just full of water, they are full of life. Millions of plants and animals live in the sea. We call this marine life. The word marine means related to the sea. Marine flora, plants in the ocean. Let's first talk about the plants that grow in the sea. These are called marine flora. Now, do you think trees like mango or neem can grow in the sea? No, because ocean water is very salty and very deep. So, instead of trees, we find plants like seaweeds, algae, plankton, and seagrass. They make oxygen for us to breathe. They are food for many sea animals. Just like plants on land feed cows or deer, marine plants feed fish and other sea creatures. Examples: sea lettuce looks like green leaves, kelp, very large seaweed, phytoplankton, tiny plants floating on water, seagrass, grass like plants under the sea. Even though some of these plants are tiny, they make half of the world's oxygen, so we must protect our oceans. 2. Marine fauna. Animals in the ocean. Now, let's look at the animals that live in the ocean. These are called marine fauna. There are millions of sea animals from the tiniest fish to the largest whales. Marine animals are divided into different types. Fish, tuna, clownfish, salmon live in different parts of the sea. Some like warm water, some like cold. Mammals. Just like humans, whales and dolphins are mammals. They give birth to babies and breathe air. They come up to the surface to take a breath. Other sea animals. There are also jellyfish, crabs, starfish, octopus, and coral. Some are soft and float, others have shells or live on the rocks. Let's repeat. Marine flora, plants like seaweed, algae, plankton, seagrass. Marine fauna, animals like fish, whales, dolphins, crabs, and jellyfish. Together, they make up the marine ecosystem, life under the sea that keeps our earth alive.
Why oceans are important? They influence the Earth's climate and weather. They provide food and oxygen. They are used for transportation and trade. They support marine life and balance ecosystem. Oceans and disaster. Students, we know that oceans are our lifeline. They give us food, oxygen, rainfall, and even help control the Earth's temperature. But sometimes the same ocean that gives us life you can also cause disasters. Let's understand how and why these disasters happen. Tsunami. A tsunami is not just one wave, it is a series of very large and powerful waves caused by an earthquake, volcanic eruption, or landslide under the sea. When the ocean floor moves suddenly, it pushes the water upward and creates these giant waves. Tsunami travel very fast, almost like an airplane, up to 800 km per hour. In the deep ocean, they are not very tall, but when they reach the shallow coast, they rise in the huge walls of water. Example: on 26 December 2004, a hug earthquake magnitude 9.1 occurred under the sea near Sumatra Island, Indonesia. It displaced a large part of the ocean floor, creating giant waves called tsunamis. These waves traveled across the Indian Ocean at very high speed and hit the eastern coast of India within about 2 hours. The tsunami mainly struck the eastern and southern coastal parts of India. Tamil Nadu most affected, Andaman and Nicobar Island close to earthquake epicenter suffered surf destruction. Pondicherry, many fishing villages damaged. Andhra Pradesh, coastal areas flooded. Kerala, some western coastal area affected by retaining waves. Explaining cyclones, volcanic eruption, storm surges, and coastal erosion. Student, do you know that our ocean are always moving and full of energy? Sometimes when this energy becomes too strong, it can cause natural disaster. Let's understand some of the main ones: cyclones, underwater volcanoes, storm surges, and coastal erosion.
Cyclones are strong circular storms that form over warm ocean water. They bring heavy rain and strong winds. In different places, they have different names: cyclones in the Indian Ocean, hurricanes in the Atlantic, and typhoons in the Pacific. Student, what is underwater volcanoes? There are also volcanoes under the ocean. When they erupt, they can form new islands or cause tsunamis. Storm surges and coastal erosion. Sometimes, strong winds push ocean water toward the coast. That's called a storm surge. It causes floods and damages houses near the sea. Waves can also slowly wear away beaches and coastlines. This is called coastal erosion. Islands. An island is a piece of land completely surrounded by water. Some are small, some are large. For example, Greenland is the world's largest island. Continents. Continents are the 7 big land masses on Earth. Let's remember their names. 1. Asia. 2. Africa. 3. North America. 4. South America. 5. Antarctica. 6. Europe. 7. Australia. Asia is the largest and Australia is the smallest. How oceans and continents affect life. Oceans and continents depend on each other. Oceans control the temperature and weather, like giving us monsoon rains. Continents are where humans, animals, and plants live. Oceans give food, oxygen, and trade routes, while continents give shelter and farming land. Both are important to keep our planet healthy. Conclusion. So that's all for today's lesson on oceans and continents. Now you know how land and water are spread over Earth, the names of the 5 oceans and 7 continents, and how they affect all life, including us humans. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Gyan Success Education Hub. Let's continue our geography journey in the next chapter.